Hello and good morning, this is Coffee Hound Retro Sharker and welcome to this special anniversary edition of Nostalgia Nibbles. We take a live bite of a retro game, not a big bite, just a wee nibble for 30 or so minutes, a Sharky showcase if you will. Because yes, it has been 1 year to the day since I uploaded my very first commentary video to YouTube, taking my first stumbling steps to doing this kind of thing. It was called Djpdpromotions back then, and I chose, for purely nostalgia's sake, to cover my edition of Demo 1. And I say my edition because there are several different versions of the pack-in demo discs that came with the PlayStations. Mine was the 1996 edition, and it formed the core PlayStation experience from the get-go for me, and for my parents as well. So it has a tremendous amount of nostalgic value for me. And so what better thing to do than to revisit my earliest video before I did the first edition of Djpdpromotions. I uploaded some rips of video interviews from the PlayStation Underground discs, which are still on there and still really good and interesting things to check out. But yeah, with my Logitech headset mic in hand and a sketchy knowledge and understanding of OBS, and yeah, I think I used that open shot as well, which didn't have, it was either open shot or shortcut, and it didn't have GPU encoding, so there was sync issues all over the place. And the intro, when I did the encoding, the intro was like all wobbly and stuff, and yeah, it took me a while to suss things out. And it was when Shao bought me the Blue Ice mic, that's when things really took off, and by then I'd got to grips with recording and better practices, was more confident, and used a better program. I think what did I use then? It was the other one. It was either Shortcut. I think it was Shortcut I moved to, because that had GPU encoding, and then eventually a few months later I moved to Filmora, which is lovely and suits my needs. So yeah, that's it's been a year, and yeah, I've really enjoyed doing it for the past year, pretty much weekly in various forms. And yeah, I'm going to keep doing it, so we will... Can we skip this rolling demo? Yes, we can. That's kind of spoiled some of the things we wanted to revisit there. Roll, flip, and spin in real time. But yeah, this is a good point to then start leaping and talk about Destruction Derby 2, because Jesus, what a revelation this was. As I've mentioned before, we came straight from Amiga. Well, the Dallians to Mega Drive. Catch up on Mega Drive. But it was like only a handful of months, 4 or 5 months, between Amiga and Mega Drive, and then to PlayStation in the summer of '96, when my parents got one. Can we skip this, please? There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Devon 1. But yeah, Destruction Derby 2 was just amazing to see that all the 3D models and the destructible cars and the impact damage, and geez, it was, yeah. So let's press start. Oh, this music and it's just pure nostalgia. Games, and this felt like the coolest menu system ever, and it just screams like mid-90s FMV and pre-rendered and futurism. Gaming futurism is right. Where should we start then? And what I'm going to start is we'll start with movies, because Broken Sword. This was another thing. I've mentioned this on Twitter before as well. Just how amazing seeing this was.
From the makers of the highly acclaimed Lure of the Temptress and Beneath a Steel Sky comes a brand new adventure of epic proportions. Broken Sword, the Shadow of the Templars. An innocent vacation in Paris unwittingly whisks young American George Stobbart away on a mysterious and compelling escapade, which could change the fate of man. As George, you are thrown into the arms of intrigue as you uncover a sinister collusion which could turn the world upside down. Embark upon a trailblazing exploration across Europe and the Middle East, where the people you meet weave riddles around you. Who are the new breed of savage warriors? Who were the Templar Knights? This is clandestine. This is arcane. This is Broken Sword, the Shadow of the Templars.
Oh, sends such a shiver down my spine. Quickly, yeah. On the Amiga, the game we heard the most consistent speech from was one called Valhalla, where the character would look up to you and say a few words. But we'd played no adventure game at all with speech. And just seeing that trailer there, and then eventually playing it, every line was voiced, and things like Discworld as well. I remember playing the demo of Discworld. I mistakenly thought for the longest time that Discworld demo was part of Demo 1, but no, it must have been a very early issue of OPM. Those just, I remember playing the Discworld demo just to hear the speech and talk to all the characters. And I was a huge, I still am, huge Discworld fan as well. And to see all those characters come to life in such a way was just amazing. But yeah, Broken Sword is like one of my absolute favourite. We played Lure of the Temptress, we played Beneath the Steel Sky, so seeing Revolution's name on there, I was like, oh no, a new Revolution game of speech and cartoony graphics, that looks like animation. Jeez. So yeah, that's all that's on there. We'll have a quick look at what's it. I remember, I think last time on the first iteration of this video, I spent a while, probably too long on Dino. We'll just have a quick look, because I want to keep this moving along snappier than I did last time. Here we are, the demo that sold the PlayStation to many devs. I heard from Mike Clark, I think it was, on a Retro Arch. That's something like a Retro Hour demo podcast interview. That the first iteration I saw of this was just a head. Wasn't the rest of the body, it was just a head animated like this. But this was in 1993, this was. And it was like they were just blown away, and it's still impressive. I mean, we never saw much like this actually in game, because of course it's all the processing power of the PlayStation is being thrown into to render this. It's kind of like not quite PS2 level, but somewhere between PS1 and PS2. Say Right, let's us depart the dino. We'll leave the man. We'll just cover one of them for this one. I don't want to retread completely old ground. Okay, so I only got through 4 demos of the last one. When I move to try and cover them all in little bits. Tech, that's what we just know. That's the Dino Tech. Yeah, VCD. That's the one I was thinking of. That's like a visualizer. You can put that on. You can pop a music CD in, gives it little Winamp style visualizations. But yes, let's move straight onto the games. And what games they were. Crash Bandicoot, Destruction Derby 2. We've seen that. We've seen the rolling demo while I was chatting away, so we won't cover that again. But yeah, that was amazing. I'm actually really looking forward to checking out Wreckfest, which I've heard is pretty much, like a spiritual successor to Destruction Derbies. But yes, let's go to Wipeout. And yeah, this is like another one I had seen nothing like it before on the Amiga. But it's amazing that a version of Wipeout, I think it was Wipeout 2097, did actually get ported back to the Amiga. Of course, this is like a souped up Amiga. It's not going to be like your Amiga 1200. It's not the Amiga 1200, but yes. Press start. Here we go. This is such a good game. I can't remember that. I could probably never count the amount of times I played just this one race. Can we get choose teams? Yes, we can. Let's go for, let's go for 5-star. So you got Vector, and that's not bad. Vector and I mean, this is a lot of gameplay for free. It's probably why it took us a while actually to buy this one, Wipeout, and a few other games, because we played them to death. I mean, the only games we rushed out and bought, I remember, was Die Hard Trilogy and Crash Bandicoot. I remember. It's one of those little memories, but that's just burnt. I can always remember now. It's just burned in there. Like my parents paid £50 for Crash Bandicoot, and they traded it in for £35 towards Command & Conquer when that came out, or when we spotted that. Oops. Oops. Bouncing around. It still holds up amazing well. Not as well as Wipeout 3, especially the special edition. Aha! Ouch. Oops. Still a bit too early there. Let me spare up there. Hey, ascended to first position. There we go. Phenomenal game. Right, let's land that then. Move on to the next game. I think of all the demo 1 discs I've seen the games listed on there for, I think this is the best one of all of them, because it gives you such a swath of a broad perspective of what games were out for the PlayStation at that time, what were coming ahead. So you got your racing games, you got your platformers, Crash Bandicoot Sports, things like Descent, Die Hard, Toshinden. Yeah, it's just, it feels broader than most of the other editions of Demo 1. Right, let's see then. Demo this. We covered Crash Bandicoot last time, so I'm actually going to leave that for now. We're actually going to go for another one that got crazy amounts of play in our house, which is this is a very first Actual Golf. Then I thought this was a demo of Actual Golf 2. No, it's the first one. And we played this a lot. We weren't particularly golf fanatics. I think we might have had a leader. I remember owning a leaderboard game on C64. I don't think we had any golf games on the Amiga. But it was a speech. It was Peter Alice's. I think it is, yeah. Peter Alice's snarky commentary that kind of sold us Actual Golf. I think it was number 2 we ended up buying. Yes, we'll just we'll go for practice. Oh, that's it. We need to go to start there. Armour 1. Yes. River Valley Country Club. I think it's just a single hole, but we play this like dozens of times just to hear, and like just hitting things into the rough and everyone else just to hear his snarky commentary. I gotta say, these graphics aren't too bad at all. So like, this is like, when did this come out? Maybe, was it late 95? No, I don't think it'd been 95. It would have been like early 96 though. Because Actua Golf 2 was due soon, very soon from this point. A good swing. A wind that way there, so let's give it a good swing and up.
Just look at that swing, beautifully balanced. Yes, that's perfectly placed.
I see what I do. Yeah, okay. 2 iron. Okay, winds 16 miles per way. Oh no.
Oh, that's a wicked hook.
Oh, we're going to the drink. Splush.
Oh, no, 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 it's in the water.
Let's take a re-hit. So yeah, hit. Okay, let's hang it a little bit there. There we go. Oh gosh, that's way over.
Oh, and that shot's been hooked away, hooked away.
It has.
It's in the water. Now, come on, lads, this is golf, not water polo.
Thank you. Shot 6, oh dear. Come on. Oh. There's not coming yet. Are we over? We're over! Yay! Onto the green. Just about.
Oh, that was a beauty.
Well, not quite. Got quite a chip here. Well, that was a rather smooth hit, I always say myself. Oh.
That was a touch too powerful. And it's in at last. Player 1 has finished this hole 4 over par.
The judgment. Oh. Yeah, that was just, that's, yeah, for so much fun. And yeah, because we played that to death, we didn't buy actual Golf 2 for quite some time. Ah, let's try Descent. This was another big revelation. I think I'd heard of Descent, but it was like one of those games I'd see the box for the PC DOS version and just like drool over. Because yeah, like Frontier Elite 2 was like the peak of Amiga 3D, Bodygun 3D. So seeing something like this. Interesting enough, on this demo, you get the FPS as an FPS counter. I remember owning this, but I think in the end I found it too confusing with all the with the complete 3D perspective, 360 degree of freedom perspective. Oh, there we go. That's how we write ourselves with the triggers. But yeah, this is another early PlayStation game that's held up pretty well to my eyes. Yeah, the walls are mostly featureless, but there's some texture into them. It's like not too pixely, like some early PS1 games can be. And just, there's not too much texture wobble either. Write ourselves there. We need to get in here. Yeah, there's a bonus there, and a super power up. It's pretty neat playing this with the on an actual PlayStation with the joystick. I got one of the third-party flight sticks for my PS. I think it's by Logic 3. Yeah, it's pretty neat playing it with this. Well, we need the red key. I won't play this for too long, so I just want to keep things brisk. And we enough, even though like the FPS is crashing at some point into like sub 15 and 20, it doesn't feel like that bad. Like our FPS there is 13.9. It doesn't feel too bad at all. It'd be like if I play something on PC now at 13 FPS, it would feel almost like a slideshow. But on here, like, even this 2020 doesn't feel that much different to 30. On the scent at least. Oh, there we go. Oops, dancing away. Enjoy, look. Gloating, look at that thing, gloating. Very that loading screen reminds me of the maze in the Atlantean maze in Indie Fate of Atlantis. I probably said that last time as well, but it's still true. Power Soccer Ridge Race Revolution. Is this a playable demo? Yes, it was. I think this was another reason, another cause of not picking up a game for quite some time. Because with this demo, I felt that we got our fill from this demo of Ridge Racer Revolution. I'm pretty sure we skipped over Ridge Racer completely. But yeah, this got so much play as well because it was again. It felt another huge generational leap up because we hadn't played things like virtual racing or anything like this for our the mega that's the most flashiest mega racing game I could think of at that time would have been something like No Second Prize, and maybe like Lotus. Like I was a big, well into Lotus 2 and 3. It's just such a generational leap. I'd felt one going from C64 to Amiga, especially when I was a bit old enough to recognise how big a leap it was. But yeah, I was old enough with the PlayStation to just feel the cavernous leap over this cavernous generational divide between the Amiga and PlayStation. I think that's the first day was my parents getting their PlayStation, coming back from it. I think probably from, I wonder if it was a catalog from the catalog. We used to have like Grattan's, I think it was. We used to have a catalog. We used to call it the catalog. I wonder if it was from there, because we tend to buy our more expensive things from there. But yeah, when that arrived, their PlayStation. Because my parents I was blessed enough for my parents to be big into games as well, big gamers. We sat around, I probably played a good 6 to 8 hours, just mesmerised, playing through, mesmerised by Demo 1, the three of us. It's like one of my fondest memories is the three of us, because my sister was at school, and my younger brother would, I don't know, I'm not sure, yeah. Just the three of us sharing this first experience, and just being like, just crackling, like the atmosphere would just crackle with excitement between the three of us. It's just, yeah. I was to Tekken 2. That was another one that got massive amounts of play. And, as before, prevented us from picking it up because we got our fill of it and we were a bit sick of it in the end. I'm trying to think what would have been our beat 'em up and fight 'em. I remember having Street Fighter 2 on the Amiga. That's actually my own one and only brush with piracy. Because one of my friends at school, I got the discs, pirated discs, and lent me the discs. I think it came on like 11 discs. Big wad of them.
Fight.
And my parents weren't happy at all. Made me give them back. Oh, we had Elfmania, I think, as well. That would have been about it, I think. Street Fighter 2 and Elfmania. Maybe if there was any demos of Mortal Kombat on discs. So playing something like this was another huge thing. And it's still, because of the stylized polygons, it holds up really well.
Fight.
I've forgotten all the moves. Something so appealing about the big polygon, like really segmented polygons like this in the Virtua Fighter 2.
Final round. Fight.
Gotcha.
You win.
There we go. I think we'll that's enough of Tekken 2, I think. Take us back to the menu, please. I think we'll do a couple more games, I think. We'll go for F1. Yes, on that putting notes on the map of racing games. I don't own this one, but I own Formula 1 97, which I heard was the best one, the best version. It's pretty much golden age F1 as well now. See, that's all names and sponsors. Oh. That's what you get for looking to see what your cat is up to. Yeah, this is one of those games I remember like thinking, oh my god, it looks just like a TV. It looks like a graphics as good as a TV. They're not, but yes. I remember thinking the same just about the first Gran Turismo, that they were photorealistic. They look just like real cars. They don't, but it all depends where you came from, what you were used to seeing, and this was like amazing to my young eyes. I don't remember the such a rocking soundtrack for it. It feels a little bit weird playing an F1 game with such like all this going on in the background. Oh, I haven't been managing watching keep my eye on my fuel. Oh no. Always sputtered to a stop. Oh, where we go? Over there? Oh, looks like it's come to a stop. Or is this moving very slowly? Yeah, not bad for... How long has it been since I last played this? That was it, yeah. That was one of the things I sold us eventually picking up as well, was the commentary, Murray Walker's commentary. Bizarre Creations, must missed. And yeah, we're coming up to 40 minutes now, so we'll have one more game. And can you guess, dear viewer, what it might be? Considering one of the games I rave about at the drop of a hat. It's gotta be Die Hard. We gotta touch of Die Hard to finish off on there. Die Hard trilogy. Yeah, this is like the corest of core early PS1 memories for me. This demo was played so many times, and the music is just like burned into my soul. So much so that actually getting past this very first stage of Die Harder, it feels weird to actually progress past it. So I'm so used to it just ending. Here we go, this tune. I was told that if you shoot this helicopter thing, you get a pistol. That lasts you the rest of the game. That's the rest of the demo. I miss this one. I shouldn't be really shooting helicopters down. Not a John McClane. Unless there's bad guys in there. Maybe say, there we go, Beretta. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I'd playing like something I was at home. Like I wouldn't get any light gun games at all for the Amiga, and I played maybe Virtual Cop maybe once or twice. That was it. So it felt like having one of those, and I've been fascinated with them ever since. Thanks to Die Hard trilogy in this demo. And this is still like the amount of destructibility, and it's like a little playground of destruction, as mercenaries would tag yourself with. But yeah, I used to just play this demo just to see what could blow up and see what special things could happen and any secrets. And but yeah, this is the sound of my PlayStation experience. Sorry, sir. Delicious cola. Famous cola. I think I read or heard somewhere these are the faces that Deb's been scanned in. Oh, I don't know what I shot then. I'm not even using my oops. I'm not even using my grenades and things. Will just cause general mayhem. Giving me an explosive shotgun feels like a very bad idea. If you value your non-destructed environment. Ah, now I have a machine gun. Oops. I'm sorry. Yeah, what a game. It's quite a lengthy game, like segment of the game as well. Quite a few levels after this, and there's some of them actually do drag quite a bit, and it's quite difficult in places. I've never actually played this with the light gun because unfortunately it's not GunCon. It's not GunCon compatible. It uses the Predator one, which isn't very well supported by other games. I'm just so used to it to playing this the controller anyway. It would probably feel weird to actually use a gun on it. Hey, there we go. Yeah, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. That's so lovely stuff. Oh yes, the high score table.
Yippee-ki-yay!
So yeah, there we go. Taking us back, yes, it has, yeah. And on that note, this very destructive note, I think we'll call it a video. And yeah, 1 year of making videos. It's yeah, it's been really good stuff. I really enjoyed it, and if you've followed me that long, or for any length of time, and you enjoy my videos, thank you for doing so. I really appreciate every view and every mention, and I just love sharing my passion for all the games I play and all the systems and the history of gaming, and yeah, really enjoy it, and long may it continue. But for now, till next episode, this is Coffee Hound Retro Sharker signing off.